Hi everyone, so this is going to be our wrap-up video for In Focus series. Some of you that watched it might be familiar with it. We had one video each month starting in January 2023, and I decided that it will be 11 months, 11 artists, 11 videos ending in November, and December I'll keep for a wrap-up and completed pages from all these featured artists in a series. So that's what we're going to do today. But before we get there, a little update from all the featured artists. So in January we had Emilia Ziomek, or M's Drawings, and she's got a new book released called Flower Boys. You will see the pictures on your screen now. The book was released in August 2023. I don't have this book. I don't have all of her books. I've got 3 or 4, I think 4. But yeah, this one looks really good. So you would have seen some pictures from it now. Another artist that has some new new coloring pages released in her Etsy store, it's Kissy Art. Again, I'll put the 3, that's not all of the new ones, but the 3, I think they are most recent ones, like Christmas one, and I think the 2 were for Halloween. Just awesome, beautiful pages. There is no book, but there are new pages in her Etsy shop. Jason Hamilton, which is the artist that we featured in June, has new book released in September 23, 100 Mandalas and Patterns, 3rd in the Art of Mandala series. So I've got Art of Mandalas 1 and 2, which you will see because I've colored in both. And this is like, and each one of those has 50 mandalas. So this new book has another 50 mandalas, and it's a 3rd in the Art of Mandala series, plus 100 patterns, 50 patterns as well on top of that. And again, some pictures on your screen. Mandalas looks awesome. I might get that book in the future, but I want to make some progress in the 2 that I've got right now. And also another artist that had a book release literally just missed the newest episode of the video of the new In Focus series, was Gabby Wolf, and the Mini Mania 2 was released, which I do have. Thank you, Gabby, for sending this to me, and we can have a look right now because I do have this book. So this is new book. Just missed the video that I filmed for Gabby. I think the book was released at the same time as the video went online, but obviously I filmed the video about 2 or 3 weeks prior, so I didn't know that the book was out when I was filming it, so bear that in mind. So this is the new Mini Mania book, and it's awesome. I already identified the pages that I really want to color, and I love those little things. You can do like a very quick coloring on which one of them. It's really cool. Such a fun, pretty book. And again, the little pictures are very cool. The jars are really cool. I love this one, which is the cover image, I think. And that bunny mermaid at the front of it just really cracks me up. It's just so funny. So in here you will see that they filming, I think, like a pirate movie. So funny. Such a cool book. Love this one. I think I'm going to do this one in spring. This one's very cool as well. Love this one. Yeah, very, very nice. Look how beautiful this one is as well. So nice. This one too. This is also kind of fun to do. Home Sweet Home. This one's very pretty. I love this in a jar kind of concept. And this is a second set, which is the same but with gray line art, so easier to cover if that's what you want to do. So yeah, that's Minimania 2 from Gabby Wolf, in addition to all the books that we've seen, and there were all of the books that we've seen in Focus video. So there's also this one. Excellent book. And now to completed pages. So I've got this, see, massive, big stack of books in here, and we're going to go through them in the order that the videos were released. So the first one that was released was Emilia Ziomek, or M's Drawings, and I've colored in her Zodiac book. I've got 3 pages done here. I really love her portraits. Her girls are just so beautiful. I mean, this one is probably my favorite of the 3 that I've done. This is Aries, and yeah, I kind of went for pink hair with her, but I really, really enjoyed it, and I really love how she turned out. And just look at her face. It's just such, her faces are just so beautiful. So yeah, I've done Aries. I've also done Capricorn. Actually, I think that was the first one I did, I think, if I remember correctly. And all of them are alcohol marker based, and some pencils on top in some places, but not everywhere. So Capricorn is also alcohol marker based, and she's got a lot of glitter on her mermaid tail. Can you see? I hope you can see a little bit of that. So that's Art Spirits. I think it's Mermaid Tail, actually, is called, or something similar to that. Yeah, which was just perfect for this beautiful Capricorn. Really enjoy this one too. And then the last one I did was Taurus. She's just, again, just look at her face. I'm not happy with the hair in here. That didn't come up as well as I wanted it to come out. But everything else I love about this page. Still love it very much, but just hair, not great. And if you've never seen those books, the portraits, each sign's got like 3 pages, and portraits all have black backgrounds, so you don't have to worry about backgrounds. Beautiful book. I will definitely color more in this one. There are so many pages that I wanted. Obviously, all of the portraits I want to do, but I also quite like a few of those ones, non-portraity ones. Beautiful book. So then the next artist that the video I think was in February was Annie Valkvist, or Annie Outlive on Instagram. You can see her artworks there. By the way, all of the videos that I'm mentioning, the In Focus, there is a playlist. All the links are there. All the books, well, not all the books, but majority of, or some of the books of the artists featured are shown in the videos. They're full flip throughs, so you can look it up there. So Annie Valkvist, I colored in coloring book 2, and I colored this one, not the book depository. bookmarkers. I've got tons of them because I bought tons of books from Book Depository, and yeah, I still miss them. Every time I look at that, it reminds me of Book Depository. I'm keeping them and I'll be using them, and that's my silent protest for them being gone. I miss them. So yeah, digressions. So yeah, that's my Annie Out Live or Annie Valk page, and I marked the one that I want to do. Yeah, that was some really cool quick marker job, and I wanted to do the ghost neon, so I use neon markers. I'm not convinced that was a good idea, but hey, they neon ghosts. I want to do this one because in January, because you know, winter and stuff, and I think he's a dinosaur, I think, but I'll do it in January. I thought originally that he's a dragon, but I don't think he's a dragon. I think he's a dinosaur. Cute, so cute. So I marked this page because I want to do it in, well, January or February, winter time. So that was Annie Valk Feast. And then I colored in our March artist, which was Elvira Pawlikowska, in this extremely beautiful and extremely intimidating book called Vintage Sceneries. And I did this page, which is called Baba Yaga Hat. So I used watercolors, based in watercolors. I used some Inktense on the branches, pencils on the actual house, and some pencils on top of the watercolor, the purple one. And there is a silver gel pen on the metal things on the house, but I'm not sure if you can see the silver. I'm not sure if it's showing. So yeah, I colored this Baba Yaga hat, and for the first time I'm happy that there are two sets of images here. It's okay, but I'm not particularly in love with it, so maybe I'll do in a future better job on the well, actually first set, because I colored in a second set. There is another one in here which I'm hoping maybe I'll do a better job on this one. Yeah, it's a beautiful book. Then in April the featured artist was Kissy Art, and I've got two books. One is Coloring Heaven, but it includes the entire Women of the World, I think is also called, the Kissy Art book. And I colored this beautiful girl representing USA. Really happy how she turned out. Such a beautiful, again, portrait. She's got beautiful portraits. So I colored in this one, and also I have this little Enchanted Fantasy Girls book, and I colored this angel that's got a lot of gold watercolor and glitter and all sorts. Hope you can see that. So yeah, love this little angel. Such a cute little book. And then we've got Andy Davis featured in May. And I've got another, this beautiful, intimidating book with mermaids. I love mermaids. And I colored this one. And yeah, quite happy how she turned out. She's got some gold on her, of course, as well, because why not? Everything is improved with gold, I think. Or silver, actually. So yeah, again, quite happy with everything. Not so much her hair, but you know, eventually I get better with hair. Hair is my kryptonite, I think. It's the hardest thing for me to do. I thought it would be skin. I really thought it would be skin that I will struggle with. No, love coloring skin, and it's okay. It's hair. So then we had Jason Hamilton. That was June in focus video, and I've colored quite a bit because I colored some of quite a few of his mandalas. So Mandala volume, the Art of Mandala volume 1, I have 3 mandalas in here. So we've got this cool tone one with some silver in it. Again, not sure if, oh, now you can see a little bit of silver there reflecting. And then we've got this one, which I really like as well. And also, I think my favorite out of these 3, this one, which I really like the color combination, so I think I'm going to use it again on something. Now I was reminded of it. Got a little bit of glitter gel pen in the middle on this little flower and the little outer bits. But I think out of those 3, this one is my favorite. So we've got those 3 mandalas. It's beautiful mandalas. Jason Hamilton's beautiful. And I've got one in volume 2, and it's this one, because I was just wanting some flowers. So I was looking for mandala with like good flowers, and this was a perfect one for that. And there we go. So this is Art of Mandala 2. And I also colored in Fairy Fantasy, which I think is the best of Jason Hamilton books for me. He's got a mermaid one, and I love that one too, but I think this one's even better. And I colored this one, which again, so pretty. I need to pick it up again for February for coloring fairies, some fairies there. Love how this turned out. Really like this one. The next one in July was Eric Messenger, and I did another fairy in here, and it's like very ugly but so happy, very happy fairy. He's just so cute. I mean, he's ugly, but he's cute. Look at him. Look how happy he looks. I mean, there's some self-confidence for you. How happy. So yeah, there was a lot of silver. I think the background is what you call it, the ink. Oh, what are they called? The inks, but they in a pan, like those ones, whatever they called. Shadow black, I don't know what they called. They called something. So I use that for background, and then based in marker, and obviously on his wings there is a lot of silver gel pen, as you can probably hopefully see, and there is also metallic watercolor on the moon. I can't remember if the moon was there or I added the moon. I might have added the moon. I don't think it was there. But yeah, it just, yeah, beautiful. Love this. And next one. So next one is Kamichido. Let me put that ink away because it's bothering me. All right, so Kamichido, and I colored in Fantastic Zoo, and I've done this chameleon, and I'm just really happy with this one. Such a cool book. I need to color more in it. Yeah, so this is my chameleon, and I love him to bits. Like the colors as well. Yeah, I love the little house on his back and the whole kind of I love the art. I love the art. I ended up buying like a little water jug with the art on it. Had to buy it in Amazon Japan because I couldn't find it anywhere else, but it's so cool. I just love the art. Just such a unique style. Again, another artist and book that I need to color more. So awesome. So that was Come To Do. September we featured Renata Krawczyk. That's because in September the new book was released, which is something underwater. It has lots of mermaids, so I'm happy. But I colored in her first book, Dreamland, and I colored this. Is it tea or coffee waterfall? Probably coffee. It looks more like coffee, maybe. Or maybe, well, it can be either, I suppose. And I wanted to do the roses the same kind of, it's not exactly the same color, but the same, not the same shade, should I say, but similar color. And again, the background in here is done with watercolor pencils. So they blended really well with a little bit of water. I didn't use a lot of water to blend it. This paper took it quite well, actually. The cups and everything else is done with pencils. So there was no alcohol markers in here. Doesn't mean I won't use the alcohol markers in here. I might, because it's single-sided. So, but for this particular one, I decided not to. So it's mostly just regular pencils and some watercolor pencils in the background. The pencils I use for all of my colorings at the moment is Polychromos, just in case you wonder. That's pretty much, for now, the only high-end pencils that I have. So, and I love them. I really love Polychromos. So might still continue to use them even if I have another set, which I will eventually. Dreamland, beautiful book, and I really love the page. The next one, and I think we are now in October, was Sophia Lou. There we go. Her books are available on Etsy. I think she's got 4 books. I think 2 might be still available. I'm not sure if they all. So I colored in Teacup Dragons, which is just so cute. I might color in that in January as well, because, you know, dragons, January, and just kind of asking for it. And they're so cute, the dragons. So I colored this one. And that's a little bit of a spoiler, because I just colored that in this month. So it will be in my completed pages. You might, if you watch it, might see it again there, because this is kind of brand new. And this is Eye of the Seer, and I just love everything about this illustration. So it was definitely, when I looked through the book the first time, it really stood out. I just really wanted to do this one, and I'm really happy how it turned out. Again, this is not alcohol markers. I mean, you can use, you're going to lose that little bit of a text, which is, you know, not a big deal if that doesn't bother you. So it can be used with, what you call it, alcohol markers, but I didn't use it in this one. It's Polychromos pretty much. Well, it is Polychromos and a little bit of gold watercolor. And let me see if you can you see that? Not all the gold is gold watercolor, because the gold is colored with pencils, but just bits like here and a little bit on a dragon, and the edge of the cup are done with watercolor, gold metallic watercolor. So I'm not sure if you can see that. Maybe you can. Just little bits. And there are bits on the dragon, just to give it a little bit, a few shiny scales, if you like, also on the tail. And there's a little bit, I'm not sure if you can see. Can you see the little bit of background? Because it's very faint. On purpose, because I wanted it to match the cap she's holding. So it's that very light blue. That's, I want to say watercolor pencil, I think. Yeah, that's a watercolor pencil. A little bit. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, really like this. And yeah, my color in January, because you know I am planning to color some dragons, and our last featured artist for 2023 was Gabby Wolf, and I colored one of her mandalas, this one. Some bold color choices, but that's exactly what I was going for, and I'm really happy how this turned out. Also shiny, very shiny. There's a lot of gold in those thick lines, so yeah, love this. And by the way, my bookmark for this one is compliments slip from Yarn Chef, so I also need that. Is like 10 years old at least, and it's still one of my favorite bookmarks. Imagine, I don't even know if this company, because that was Indie Dyer, Yarn Dyer, I don't even know if they still exist, but I still have that as a bookmark. So there we go, another tidbit. So yeah, that was Mandalas Volume 1 by Gabby Wolf, and I also colored in Wonder Worlds again, Volume 1. Did I said Volume 2? That was Volume 1, just in case I said Volume 2. Got the feeling that I did. So that was Volume 1 Mandalas. And Volume 1 Wonder Worlds. And I colored this page because somehow in November, that was in November, I was craving flowers and butterflies. Because why not? So here we are. There is a little bit of shiny gel pen, but only a little bit, and the background is kind of happy accident. So I wanted this color, exactly this color and intensity, and I found the marker in Ohuhu markers that had the exact color I wanted. So I've done it in marker, but because it was such a large area, it became in places, like on the larger areas, it had a little bit of patching, which I just, yeah, I was not prepared to tolerate. Sometimes I just like, okay, it's patchy, that's fine, but not, I just did not vibe with the patchiness. So I went over the marker with, I think it's, what you call it, gel crayons, like little circles, kind of like bokeh, but not really, to cover the patchiness, and kind of covered it pretty much. So it looks better. It looks better. I like it better that way. Yeah, so I really like this one. Again, like the color palette. Might use it again with something else. So yeah, so those were all of my completed pages in the artists that were featured in the video series that I'm making called In Focus. There is a playlist again if you want to have a look at any of the artists in more detail. I encourage you to do so if you like any of those art, any of the art in the books, and you will be glad to hear or not glad to hear, depending how you feel about the whole series, that it's going to continue in 2024. And I'm actually preparing to film first few videos. I pre-record them sometimes quite early, depending, because of time constraints basically, and I want this to come out regularly, so I don't want this videos to be dependent on me having time or not having time. So I pre-record so they're regular, and you know that it's gonna come out about mid of each month. So there will be another 11 artists, and I will continue to color in those books and the new ones, because those artists deserve more love. I'm not saying they're not loved, they are, but they deserve even more love in my humble opinion. So you might see those books again, hopefully. I intend to color in them and more, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you shortly. Bye.